Hey guys, Sean again, Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. Got another vehicle spotlight for you today. Today we got a 2011 Cummins 2500. This one's gonna be on 20x10 XD bucks with some 305/55s. Let's go.
Roll it in the wood and it flexed out. Rims so big in the windows black. Got the knob all lit up, double chromed out stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom Offsets team Handz is the team. We on top of it now. We ain't never gonna fade, so you better get ready. We're taking over the game.
So for suspension with this one, he went with a leveling kit, which is basically gonna be this big old block that goes above the spring, and that's what's gonna bring that truck up 2 inches. And then he did the Fox Shock upgrade also just to improve his ride quality. You'll see he did the same in the back. And then what that 2-inch did is it allowed us to go with, this is the XD 825, which is the XD buck, and that's gonna be in the gloss. It's a 20x10 -24, so it's gonna be your 10 wide -24, but you do see the spokes come a little bit forward, so it's gonna take some of that lip. I would say it's probably about a 3.5-inch lip, so it's not quite that 4-inch lip that some of the 10 wide -24s are getting, but it's still a decent lip where it's gonna look real clean going down the road. And then for tires, he did the Thompson ATZ P3s, which is the Baja ATZ P3, and it's a 305/55. So with that 20-inch, 10 wide -24, and that 305/55, which is basically like a 33.5x12, we did have to do some trimming with that leveling kit. And the only thing that we can conclude, because usually you can get a 35 all day on a 10 wide, the only thing we can conclude is in these couple of years, this is 2011, there were a couple of years that A, this axle was shifted back from where it is now, where you can fit a lot more tire in there, or B, they brought this wheel well in more than usual, because what we had to do is go in there and take off the edge of this flare, and then take a little bit of metal out of here, and then go ahead and paint that up and make it look nice again. Nothing up front. There was room for days, like 3 or 4 inches of fitment up front. But for some reason, even on that 10 wide 305/55, we had to get into a little bit on the back. And typically you can get a lot more tire on the Rams, which was surprising to see that it was gonna be like that. So like I said, it's a Ram 2500 Cummins, and it's got that 2-inch BDS level up front, which basically levels the truck completely out. So starting from the front, Mario, you see it's pretty much a stock front end on her. But the first thing I notice is it's got probably a 50% tinted windshield. It's definitely got a tinted windshield. I would imagine usually 50% is what people have been doing. And then he carried the tint to the sides. He did a 20% match, so it all matches the side windows. And then you'll see it's got the WeatherTech in-channel. So it's got the in-channel rain guards tucked up inside of there. Those are all WeatherTech. And then on the back, you'll see a tonneau cover, access. It's a lower profile roll-up style. So this one is gonna be the nicer leather interior. So it's got that tan on chocolate with the wood grain. Pretty much all the bells and whistles. That's pretty much it, but if you look down the side of this thing, you'll see it's a nice aggressive look for sure. But we know what all of you are going to say is, why didn't he put 37s on there? Why didn't he put 35s on there? And it's gonna be because the amount of trimming would have been significant, and you basically would have had to do like a NorCal and taken that whole inside out of there. And that's why he stopped at the 305/55, which is just over 33 inches tall. So he winds up with a pretty good look, but we didn't have to do a ton of trimming, just a little bit of finagling to make a little room in there. So that's your 2011 Ram 2500 Cummins and BDS leveling kit with some bucks and some Mickey Thompsons. Peace.